Beloved friends of mercy and joy and the radiance of the violet light employed by the bodhisattvas of love, I, Kuan Yin, come into your midst almost in the means of a spiritual mist whereby you may feel my presence as a scintillating light within your aura, within the room in which you abide. And I spin your chakras now because you have called forth the mercy flame. And the gift that I bring through this sharing of my heart is an action of the transmutative power of mercy for you, each one, that will bring mercy into play in very wonderful and dynamic ways within your life as you choose to be that love example to those around you, as you choose to exemplify the flame of mercy with others in your communications and interactions, in your work and your service. For when that mercy light, as an action of the violet light, is present in your aura, it softens everything in your world to a great extent, so that people magically have better relationships, better meetings, more pleasant conversations, and spiritual fun. For the violet light of mercy raises all through a type of divine pressure that does not bring in any way inharmony or stress. It relieves stress and pressure because it raises you in this mystical and magical environment of the bodhisattvas of mercy. You see, dearest hearts, in my retreat over Beijing, we often meditate on many disciples around the world who call to Kuan Yin in many names, who call for mercy in many languages, who call for intercession and grace through various religions and spiritual disciplines and practices. And in each and every case, there is an answer presented whereby the flame of mercy goes forth by the grace of God, utilizing the Holy Spirit's divine pressure of that light of seventh ray joy to bring resolution where possible, always transmutation, and sometimes what mankind perceives as miracles. You see, from our perspective, miracles occur because of the magnification of the light of mercy within a sacred moment of the employment of God's grace and love as intercession for various souls. Sometimes this mercy manifests physically and tangibly as an actual healing of the body temple. Yet often, dearest hearts, it is our pleasure to simply allow there to be transformation from within the soul, around the heart, which sometimes becomes clogged due to feelings less than perfection, such as anger, fear, hurt, pain, suffering, resentment, and reactivity. All of these are washed clean, and the energy expended within them is transmuted and transformed into their polar opposites that are beneficial to your souls and spirits, your lives, and your mission. When mankind learns that the merciful way is the quickest way to heaven's grace, they will naturally desire to be merciful in all things, rather than reactive, rather than sitting in the seat of judgment, denial, from an oppressive state of awareness. For when, dearest hearts, mercy speaks, mercy forgives, mercy invites the soul into a new understanding of cosmic consciousness, I am there in that interaction as a bodhisattva on behalf of the soul of all parties engaged, so that the highest outcome may result, the most beneficial understanding may come to pass. It is not rocket science, blessed hearts, how God invests his, her universal love in the affairs of mankind. And yet, it is so specific and always in accordance with both the law of God and the love and wisdom of God in perfect balance, so that mankind may grow, may learn, and may fulfill their destiny. Children naturally, in their playful state, attune to my heart, because they laugh in spontaneity, they play with great revelry, they enjoy nature and being outside, and they simply love being in the presence of friends and those with whom they resonate. Well, did you know, dearest ones, that within a certain quadrant of my retreat, we have sacred gardens with sacred flowers, and even apparatuses that children use who come to my retreat in their finer bodies to play with the light of mercy, with the flowers, the plants which are amazing, colorful, and alive, and with the nature spirits who guide them in so many beautiful and harmonious ways to learn the lessons of life here in our retreat, and then bring back the mastery of those lessons to the earth. While, dearest hearts, you too may enjoy our company within this sacred garden space by becoming childlike again and actually seeing yourself in your own child body, coming and playing with all of our mercy attendants, the angel devas who work with the nature spirits here, and various masters who will teach you the sacred truths of mercy as they have been outlined by the Buddhas of ancient times, and some who are even embodying upon earth and bringing forth their understanding through many Buddhic traditions. O dearest hearts, the magnetism of love and mercy's fire within this space of our retreat is so great that people around the world feel that flower essence and smell the aroma of that mercy from other continents and far distant places around the globe. And there is, carried on the winds of the Holy Spirit, the sacred invitation to the souls of many to have respite and peace, surcease from stress and strain, suffering, and all that burdens mankind within our retreat, to bring people peace, progress on their path, and new understandings that they may utilize to glorify God and magnify the Lord consciously while walking upon the earth. O dearest hearts, the light of mercy is a playful flame and light. It is something that will never scorch you or take away from you anything of your true essence, your virtue, that which God provided unto you as your sacred gifts in the beginning. The light of mercy will always augment for each of you your highest graces and gifts, your true selfhood, your most noble deeds, and that which you have done in this and past lives to benefit sentient beings within many dimensions, planes of being, across the various continents and oceans, and for some even upon other planetary homes. Did you know that I have a twin sister on another planet within a different solar system? Well, dearest hearts, this is a revelation that you may have never heard before, and yet it is true. And my twin does similar work for that planetary home that I do for Earth. Yet, she speaks a different type of language, and the light that she emanates is actually, instead of violet as it is here upon Earth, more of an aqua teal, green-blue color. For that planetary home, though much different than Earth, yet has an atmosphere and a crust and a liquid like water upon what they call their planet that is very similar to what you experience upon earth. And fortunately for them, there is no toxic pollution of the waters or their liquid like water as you have upon earth. And therefore everyone enjoys the radiance, the healing faculties and qualities of that liquid upon that sphere that is very similar to your water upon earth. You see, dearest ones, God is so magnificent that she created many vast planets and planetary homes for the enjoyment of light beings in their lives upon those spheres in magnificent ways. And if all of you will work just a little bit harder to invest the light of your hearts in the expansion of mercy's flame upon earth, one day I aver to each of you that earth will truly be transformed to the extent where there will be no more suffering and pain, sorrow or death. There will be light, love, and every virtue outpictured with the most magical, awakened, and enlivened state for each and every soul, so that the dynamism of the diamond light of earth will emerge naturally, and all shall live in the peace and light of mercy's flame. Now I will tell you one other secret that you can utilize in your spiritual work. You know that the Master Saint Germain is very invested in the victory of this age of Aquarius, and he is constantly radiating forth the light of the seventh ray, the violet light, unto all mankind in very alchemical, sometimes mysterious, and always magical ways. Did you know that at times we collaborate? Because Saint Germain's twin flame, as you know, is Portia, and the three of us get together in certain sessions and work our alchemies of the spirit to accelerate the light of mercy as an aspect of the violet flame, so that it may be sent forth and distributed in so many amazing and beautiful and harmonic ways to people of light throughout the earth. When you understand this dynamic, you sing your songs to mercy, you give your mantras to mercy, you give Kuan Yin's Rosary of Mercy. Saint Germain also comes to amplify what you invoke with his causal body, and Portia herself extends the radiance of her light to also accentuate and accelerate that light of mercy. Yes, even though Portia is the goddess of justice, and some think that mercy and justice are two different, very, very different flames and rays, I can assure you, dearest ones, that often there is a cosmic interchange between us, whereby I often extend the light of mercy as an intense one of divine justice, as in that moment the highest form of mercy, and likewise Portia herself, kneeling in prayer before the Almighty and before Omega herself, steps down the action of divine justice with a little bit more roseate fire to become merciful to the extent that justice, as the return current of karmic choices, is softened by that light of mercy. God is great, and in every situation there is always the softening of the blow of what some sense as that karmic return of action with reaction. And it is only because this is what was set in motion as the means whereby mankind could learn their lessons, be educated in the higher laws of spirit, and make progress on their path, that this action of karma manifests in your domain. Oh, blessed hearts, there is so much more that I could tell you of the glories of heaven, of the work of the Bodhisattvas of mercy in my retreat, and of what awaits each of you as ascended beings when you fulfill your purpose upon earth. Move forward on your path through the ascension to then begin a new journey, a sacred journey of divine love and mercy in the spirit world. I offer each of you a little peek, yes, a peekaboo into heaven, by coming to my retreat tonight if you choose. And in this slice of eternity that you may witness personally within your soul experience here, I can assure you that you will receive inspiration, a strengthening of your soul in our spiritual fires and in our love, and the boons and the graces that will accrue to your causal body and your soul will truly make a difference for you, engendering within your life greater understanding, compassion, forgiveness, and simply living in the moment, in the present moment of the eternal now, and the non-dual state of acceptance of all that is as God, God, God. Now I place my hands upon my devotees in Santiago, and I extend mercy's grace to each of you, to your minds, to your eyes, to your ears, to your mouth, to your heart, to your hands, to your souls. And for some who may be experience some imbalance, body, mind, or soul, if you will simply chant the Om Mani Padme Hum and think on me and visualize my angels and bodhisattvas of mercy surrounding you, with me right before you, there may even be the most magnificent intercession as physical healing of some of your pains, your inner diseases, and that which has burdened you psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I breathe the breath of mercy deep within your soul and extend the radiance of my heart into the farthest reaches of your I Am presence in multi-dimensions of being. And in this extension of my love for you, each one, the Holy Spirit's grace alights and nurtures you this night in our presence, in our joy, in our mercy flame. I am your Kuan Yin, speaking through the loving heart of this one who loves you so, simply as a brother on the path. Look upon him simply, dearest ones, and only as a friend, a brother, one who serves you as we serve you, one who is invested in your victory, even as we are. When you do this, you honor our way of using our amanuenses, not as gurus or those who are separate or higher than you in consciousness, or those who desire to be emulated or fawned upon. By loving each and every one as truly a spiritual brother or sister, you maintain the communion of saints upon earth, and all the heavenly hosts grace you with their beingness and starry presence. I am a mother of mercy, and you may call also to my twin, whose name, if you desire to use it, is Koehe upon the sphere where she abides. Kuan Yin and Koehe, sisters of mercy and healing for two spheres, so similar, so loved by heaven. I thank you.